All right. Thank you very much for attending. My name is Chip Barrelly. I'm here with David Thompson. How are you doing today, David?
I'm doing great.
Excellent. So this is Latona's open house for worldvapor.com. David is actually the seller of the property, and he's going to be answering questions as we go today. Um, I'd like to start out by doing a little bit of housekeeping. If you haven't already dialed into your audio bridge, please do so now. You can listen through your computer's integrated audio system. During the call, all attendees are going to be on mute. If you would like to submit any questions, please do so using the questions feature in your webinar control panel. We generally field the questions verbally at the end of the webinar, unless one is pertinent to the slide that we're on. But sometimes the questions are answered in the general flow of the conversation, so we try to wait till the end to interrupt. But at this point, if you have any questions, feel free to put them into the question, and I will field them as they come. This is the deal we're looking at today. We have annual revenue of $47,341. The cost of goods sold is going to be $12,338. Annual expenses are $420. We got an annual profit of $34,000 change. All of these blue links are hyperlinks on Latona's page. You can actually click on these and see the trailing 12 months in graph style. The asking price for this property is going to be $130,000. It's been around since 2012, so we got some age on it. Been doing quite well. We're going to see a little bit more detail in just a second, though. So, David, this is the page your front page. Can you tell me a little bit about the history of the site and what made you start it?
Oh, sure. Yes, it's an electronic cigarette vaping store where we have several different brands that we sell, and the storefront, the e-commerce storefront, is for retail sales, where we sell our e-liquids, our batteries, our tanks, and whatnot. And it also has a built-in back end that you can control all of this, and it also has a wholesale site, and you can find it at the footer on this page, where you can actually go in and see all the products that are on wholesale and register for an account there too. But what you're seeing here is just the front page that has been designed. I think it designed that back in 2012. It hasn't changed over the years, and you have a simple banner at the top that can be changed on the back end to whatever your hot products are, and links to all the products throughout the pages.
Very nice. Excellent. And this is going to be your social media. This is the Facebook page for, I see you have about almost at 1,900 likes on this particular page. Are you doing much to promote your social media?
No, there has actually been no marketing at all, really, towards our social media. We did in the beginning for about the first year of the Facebook page, and then Facebook said that you can't promote electronic cigarettes through them. So we actually don't do any promotion. All those likes are just coming in on people that just like the product. We don't do a lot of posting, though, on the social media, because we just don't see a return on it as much as you do we have through the organic traffic that we're getting from Google.
Understood. All right, very good. Moving forward. Now, this is the Google Analytics page. I'm seeing you having about 28,000 sessions in the last year. Page views are way up, though, 93,000. I guess you're getting about 3.3 pages per session for the people that are coming. Can you talk to me a little bit about your thoughts on the traffic?
Yeah, this is actually pretty good. What I see here is about 80% of all the customers are coming in on organic. They are new customers, which is a little odd to me because the fact is that the people that are purchasing from us are really the recurring customers. So it says to me that this website, because I don't market this website and I don't spend a lot of hours with this website, this is just another business that I have. It seems like if a buyer comes in on this and actually puts new products up, maybe the products, and try to capture the majority of those 80% of new people coming in, this website should make a lot of money just matching the products up, because it looks like there's 80% of it, but my income that comes from World Vapor, the income the majority is from reoccurring.
All from this little green
So
piece of the pie right here.
exactly. So look at the blue. That's what should be captured if someone has the time and energy to build out the website with more products, add more lines. Now I have connections to all these new lines. It's just I'm too busy with the other businesses to do this with this. So I see huge potential here.
Understood. I mean, you got a bounce rate of 54%, so there's definitely something that could be improved there. So interesting. Maybe you're correct, and you would be willing to help the new owner to capitalize on these new products and get them in.
Yes. So I have thousands upon thousands of emails, and I get it at the support at worldvapor.com of every factory that builds tanks, builds mods, builds new, whatever the newest stuff is coming out. I also get all the big distributors who have moved in the U.S. that source selling those products at pretty much manufacturer cost. Now, I don't entertain any of that just because I haven't been promoting World Vapor. World Vapor runs itself. This is a self-run business, and it takes such little bit of my time, but it occupies the space that I'm trying to up for my science side. And I do a lot of stuff in the vaping science side of things.
Mm.
So the point is I could easily help anyone get connected with the right factories that they want to go forward with, the hottest selling products, and get them on their website. And it's very easy. The framework to the website is so easy to put products up, change inventory, make pictures, make the content, and get it up there. It just requires someone the time to do that.
Understood. All right, very nice. Moving on, I see that you definitely are capturing the American market. It's about
Yeah.
75% of what you have. I thought that was interesting that we were just talking about this a moment ago. Russia and the Ukraine are up there, but you don't really do any business with them, correct?
Right. So I've restricted World Vapor just down to the U.S., Canada, and I think Australia. And the reason I did that is because I didn't want to deal with fraud problems or major expansion and trying to get inventory to different countries and worrying about the regulations for that. So I have restricted it down on to just focusing on the U.S. So there's a lot of restrictions on the IP address. If you're coming in to try to look at World Vapor, you need to be in the U.S., Canada, or North American vicinity to actually access the website. So that's why you see a majority of the traffic is coming from the U.S. If there's outside traffic, we try to block all bots that are coming in from outside. And by that, I use a Cloudflare to block the bots because I don't have time to mess with fraud, and I don't have time to mess with anybody that's trying to do suspicious activity outside. So that is why you see the majority of that traffic coming from the United States.
Understood. All right, very good. Now, as you can see, obviously the organic search is your biggest. You have some nice direct traffic and referrals, but you're right. The social media is doing very little for you. And I see. Do you do anything with an email campaign, or is that just something that happened once or twice?
Yeah, so there is an email component to this. And what it is about once a month or a holiday, like any major holiday that comes up, I usually send a email out. It's just a nice email that says, hey, here's a coupon for a 10% off or a 20% off particular products or site-wise. And it's just to our existing customer database. If you made an order with us and you signed up, you get the email and the coupon. But
Right.
other than that, that goes out maybe, if you took an average, maybe once a month on average, but it's usually right around a holiday. And I send it out before the holiday to try to get the business before they leave town.
Okay. Very nice. So that could still be improved upon though. So there's a little bit of growth opportunity right there. I like it. We could definitely things can be done. Now tell me something. These backlinks that you have, that's where your referral traffic is coming from. I see you only have 111 referring domains, but you got 5,000 external backlinks off of them, and a couple of educational backlinks too. The educational backlinks, that's because of the science side of what you're doing, correct?
Those that came on a long time ago, several years ago. I don't know what they exactly are. I haven't tracked them down. But I assume something along those lines. It
Hmm.
may have come on when we did a little SEO marketing about 2 years ago, a little over 2 years ago. We did a little SEO marketing, hired out a firm to use a little bit of that. So I can't tell you exactly what is linking in and what's not linking, but it looks like we have 111 different domains out there linking in. But I can't tell you exactly what it is because, again, it was done over 2.5 years ago, and we did pay for a little SEO to be done to make sure that our organic was continuing on. But it
Understood.
hasn't been done in the last 2 years. So it
Okay.
has complete opportunity here to capitalize on what has already been built and build up from it.
Understood. Very nice. All right. Moving on, we're seeing that the fabthemes.com, are you familiar with them?
I know. No.
None of these. How about music for all of you DJ service?
Yes. I don't know what those
basically,
are.
basically
Again,
just people that were
these are just
pleased with your product and decided to link to you.
yeah,
Excellent.
right, right.
All right, very good. So you're right. I guess no work really has been done in the last couple of years. Huh? Yeah. Okay. So if we move on to this, it does show that it looks like your uniques are going down a little bit. Shows that there is time to do a little bit more work on the site. Basically, this has been on autopilot though for you, correct?
Yes, so this has been on autopilot for the last 2 years. So if you're right, if you see that as the traffic is going down, it needs to be another revamp up with an SEO program of some sort, or a marketing program, or an affiliate program to really spur it back up. But the sales haven't dropped. The actual money coming in hasn't dropped. And in fact, in the last 2 months, it's gone up from what I've last reported. It's on a rise. Um, that could be because I looked back at it and concentrated it on it a little bit more. But the point is the dollar amount that goes in the pocket actually hasn't changed. It's
Right.
been very steady for the last 2 years. But the traffic has gone down, which tells me that it may be time for a little bit of SEO back on the site.
Understood. All right. Very nice. Now, I'm going to let you talk mainly at this point. This is going to be your administration pages. Basically, it's the back end of your system. Can you tell me a little bit? I guess this is lifetime sales. Is this the dashboard for that?
Yeah, okay, so this is a standard Magento framework, which the site is built on. And what you're seeing here is the dashboard. This is right when you log into a Magento backend. You have lifetime sales, which has the lifetime of the website of what the sales have been. You have, it looks like we are showing the top 5 products, or the top last 5 orders. It looks like it shows some of the most viewed products. It just gives you kind of a background of what's going on. And it looks like in the current month, like this was August 24th on Wednesday, looks like the revenue for this month has been about 37.80.85, but then you also get the shipping, which kind of wipes itself out, and then looks like we've had about 94 orders this month so far, and the month hasn't finished. So I'm guessing this month will finish out just a little over $4,000, which is on par for what the annual revenue is.
Mm-hmm.
So again, the money hasn't really changed. It's pretty much consistent. And yeah, so this is just a simple login. So it just shows you kind of what's going on.
Okay, very good. And then this is going to be how you're managing your different products, correct? This is where you'd add different
Yeah,
SKUs.
so with the Magento backend, you have the ease of entering products. And what you're seeing here is just the last few products. Looks like we have ID of 869. So that's maybe in the ballpark of what we have, but keep in mind each one of those are configurable products. So you have a configuration for one product, whether you have like a white battery or a black battery, which would be give you 2 IDs. So maybe half that, let's say half that, maybe 400 products are actually in the store. And this is just a catalog of showing the back end of how you just enter a product in, and then you have a grid to look up any products or change the quantities for any of the products.
Okay, very nice. Very nice. And let's see, these are the different pages on your site, correct? You can manage them through this.
Yeah, that's the CMS, or the contact management, to the Magento. And those are just static pages that you build out with the Magento backend. Again, so if you have something that you want to blast out on a sale and you want a full page about it and you want it to be organically searched, you would do it under a CMS page. And so this is like the About Us. This is the what else do I have in there? We have our certificates of, or like our SSLs and all our PCI compliance. You have the affiliate program, which we did back in 2014, so a little bit of information about that. So this is just kind of a place to make website pages on the website if you need it.
Understood. Very good. Now, tell me a little bit about this. This is the default configuration for the general. I have no idea what this page is. What would you be doing on this one?
Okay. What I'm showing in this page is the system configuration. And what I wanted to make sure that the buyer knows is that they're getting a twofold website. It's one backend with a twofold website. And in the left-hand corner, you'll see a default configuration. Underneath that, you see Wold Vapor Retail and you see Wold Vapor Wholesale. Now, I've turned the wholesale off. I disabled it so that because I just got overwhelmed with the science side, I don't have time to fulfill all the orders from wholesale. And so for the last year, maybe 2 years, I haven't done any wholesaling out. I have all those customers, and they've all been registered through my system, but they have not been serviced in any way, shape, or form because I just don't have the time to fulfill. So what I wanted to show here is there is two websites you are getting, two front ends, I should say, and one back end.
Right.
And they both go to the same SKU, so the SKU numbers don't change. The quantities don't change, but you can take them out of the store and they can purchase them on a wholesale level. Now, on the wholesale level, I set up some simple parameters. One of the parameters is like a $300 minimum order. That if you're buying it wholesale, you're buying in bulk. You're not buying it, otherwise you have to pay the retail price. The other thing is you have to be manually approved to be a wholesale rep or buy on wholesales, because I want to make sure that they're actually a legit company. So when they register it, they actually go in, they register to become a wholesale person, and I email them back and say, hey, thank you, let's look a little deeper, tell me what kind of products you're looking for before I give them access into the wholesale website. So I just wanted to show you here on this page that you get both front ends and you get one back end. And then the rest of the settings, as you see on this page, are some extensions that make the World Vapor website work.
Understood. So how many actually have registered for the wholesale?
I think I would have to look that number up, but there's quite a few. I think the last number I had about 500.
Okay. And that's double opt-in, so those are going to be strong email lists too. Very nice. All right, no problem. And obviously this is going to be your analytics that is on the page itself, correct?
Yeah. So actually, what this is Zopkin, and what I don't know if I said that Zopkin. Anyways, this is the live chat that goes with the website. It also has an analytics built into it. So you're getting multiple analytics. You're going to get a Google Analytics at the type of the website. You're getting this analytics comes in on the chat. So what you do is you see a customer come in to your website, and you can see exactly what page they're on. And if they need to talk to you, you can talk to them. You can also set it up so that if they are on the page for more than, say, 15 seconds, you can have a box pop up that says, hey, can I help you? Can I assist you in something? Are you having a problem with this? Or if they get to the end of the checkout and they haven't checked out, you want to know why they're not checking out, you can have it so it auto pops up and says, hey, if there's any problems with checking out, let me know. I can see what I can do to assist you. And this is just the analytics page on the live chat that is built in with the website.
Understood.
And with that, you will see underneath on the left-hand side, you'll see about 1,200 chats or so on the history, which will be included with this website. So you have a history of clients, so that if you're ever speaking with a client, you know the history on that client, and you have the chats that have been done.
Oh, very nice. Oh, excellent. Knowledge is power. And
Yes, absolutely.
very good. Okay. And as you were saying, the revenue has really been very steady. Even though the traffic is going like that, you're still doing really good numbers with the revenue. Cost of goods sold, obviously, going to continue with the same way. But then you look, and it's nice to see that you know exactly what your expenses are going to be each month. So, are these this is just a constant for the last several years? It's been like this on the expenses.
So the whole overall structure is very cheap. I've made it that way. I just put down $35 because that's roughly what it is, and maybe 1 month, maybe a little bit more or less. Let's call it $50 maybe per month, and that would take an average of the whole year. Mm-hmm. And how that's done is I think I pay maybe $14 a month in web hosting. it breaks it down to, I think it's about $14 a month in web hosting, and it's a shared server. And of course, I don't pay for the Cloudflare because it's a free service. And the SSL would be I think it's $50 a year. That would be amortized over 12.
Hmm.
And there really isn't any other expenses related to the business of keeping the business in the structure of the business up.
It's just this right here. That's the only thing is the cost of goods sold. So basically, it's
Right.
just the product making.
I think it's $9 a month for the 800 number. I mean, this is all just it's really cheap. The structure is very cheap. So, and to answer your question before about the wholesale versus retail, I think I have 810 records found for wholesale. So it gives you kind of an idea of the records up to date for the last several years. I have 810 records for wholesale.
Understood. Very nice. And of course, those have not been utilized in the last year. So to reach back out to them could be a large opportunity just to explode right off the bat by
Correct.
taking the
Correct.
time to actually do the wholesale.
Right.
Excellent. All right. Very nice. So can you tell me, and you said it's been pretty much on autopilot, but can you tell me what the day-to-day operation of the business is? I mean, how many hours a day do you actually put in yourself?
Sure. The day to day is very simple. You come in, you bring down the orders in a simple program that I have, and that program brings all the orders in. You print off the packing orders, you pick the orders off the racks, you put them in packages. It's all done in one complete system that you pack, ship, label, send the email to the customer, send the tracking to the customer, complete the order, put the order in QuickBooks, all done in one system by just clicking buttons, saying yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. And it goes right through the whole system. It records all transactions, and then in addition, it also updates the store for the quantities being taken out, and it updates the QuickBooks. So your books are done, your customers are emailed with the tracking, the shipping is done, and you just have to take the packages and put them in the bin and take them to the post office, or have the post office stop by and pick them up.
Right. Excellent. And that's pretty much your whole day right there. How many hours would
Yeah,
you say that is? Is it even an hour a day?
no, not even an hour a day. There does come, and this comes in once in a while, that I have to do inventory checks just to make sure manual, what do I need to order, what do I not need to order, and you just need to print off what you have and what you don't have and make your POs to the companies to purchase more product. That would be the most time-consuming portion of my day, because the packing of the orders and the QuickBooks, it's all automated and it does it so quickly.
Understood. Very nice. So I know we touched on a couple of things already. The working on the SEO, going ahead and putting some new products. But other than that, what would you do if you were going to be holding on to this business to make growth in the future?
Well, this month I've decided to go ahead and start growing it out a little bit in preparation for the new buyer. If I held this company, it's going to keep continuing to do its $4,000 to $5,000 a month consistently without any real effort. I would probably invest a little bit into the SEO after looking at the traffic, making sure that we continue the organic traffic coming in, because that's really the best way to get the traffic. I would expand out the lines. If we have 80% of our customers coming in on new customers, I need to start capturing that. I mean, if I have a bounce rate of 50%, that means they did not find the product that they were looking for. Now, in the electronic cigarette market, there's a ton of products. And I know I'm not going to be able to fulfill them all. But if I narrow down the top 10 products and put them on the website, I guarantee I can probably double my income in a month or two. So if I was to continue with this business, I would probably do that. I would increase SEO. I would probably put the top 10 products on the website, and I would probably increase the e-liquid line, and that would be what I would do.
Understood. Sounds like a solid plan. All right. Can you tell me why you're selling the business? I know that we've discussed it several times, but just tell the audience. I'm sorry, why you would want to get rid of something that is so automated and running so well for you.
Sure, absolutely. I have been spending the last 2 years of my life. The reason I haven't spent the time in the world vapors is because I've been spending it on the science side of electronic cigarettes. And I have an opportunity that where I work with laboratories and make electronic vaporizers for the laboratories. And it's a very niche, very specific market where I assist the labs in doing this vaping. And it is requiring 90% of my time. And that is where I need to go in the year 2017. So in 2016, it's time to say goodbye to retail and wholesale and get into the lab and actually go forward with that. But the reason I'm selling it is because I need the space. It doesn't occupy, the World Vapor doesn't occupy that much space, but the space it does occupy, I do need back because I'm expanding out the science side and it's not doing the retail side. So that's where I'm headed in my goals, and that's the reason why I would like to sell the website, is only because of the fact is I think somebody else, this has such huge potential for someone to come in and really just hit this market. You already have a base of customers. You have a wholesale base of customers. And if you put the right marketing team together and actually apply yourself to this, the sky's the limit with this. And I think this is a great opportunity for someone who may have a little bit of insight in the industry to come in and say, I can do this, but I have the best products. I know what products will sell, and jump in here and do this.
Understood. Very nice. Well, I I had some questions come in, but they were actually answered in the general flow of the conversation. If there were any others, please send them now, and we can get those answered while I still have David on the line. Uh, in the meantime, oh, ouch! I need to get a new picture in there. That I am Chip Barrett. You can call me at 863-557-3108 or email me at chip@latonas.com. Um, David and I speak pretty much every week, and he's been very, 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 very forthcoming on any questions that I've sent to him. So, open book here. If anybody has anything after this meeting, please feel free to send them to me, and we'll get them answered. Um, at this point, since no other questions are coming in, David, I'd just like to thank you very much for coming today. You've been very informative, um, and we really
Sure,
appreciate
and
you. Hopefully,
I'm available if
mhm.
I'm available for any questions at any hours if you need to know. I'm an open book, and I will give you a straight, honest answer of how it's done or how I've done it, so that you understand what you are acquiring.
Excellent. All right. At this point, I'm just going to let this be the end. Thank you so much for attending. And again, please, if you have any more questions, 863-557-3108 or email me at chip@latonas.com. Thank you very much.